Hi guys, welcome to my newest video. I hope everyone's safe and keeping well. I just want to say thank you so much for all the positivity surrounding my videos. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. For anybody who's completely lost their job or income or just way of life, just having some sort of positivity back from you guys has been just amazing. So I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. If you're enjoying the videos, please can I ask that you subscribe, you like and share where you can. I really appreciate the people that have contributed and left comments and things like that. So thank you so much. Okay, so the newest video today, all about core, all about strength building. I get a lot of people ask me about building up the core strength. It's one of those things that I absolutely love working on. Quite a lot of repetition today in this video. The repetition is mainly for obviously building core, but I do find when I'm actually watching videos myself online, by the sort of sometimes the second or third repetition I've sort of caught up and I kind of feel comfortable with what I'm doing, so that's why I do quite a bit of repetition in this video. Please take it as far as you feel comfortable. The only thing I will ask is that you try and do the same on both sides. So if you're doing a certain number on one side, try and do as many as you can on the other side. Also feel free to pause this video at any time. The first part of it is again all core. It's quite warm today, but we're still going to be warming up the body, and then the second part is going to be making the most of that heat in the body and then working a little bit on flexibility. Okay, don't need any equipment today. All you need is your mat or a towel, and yeah, I will see you in a minute. I'm just going to put my hair up so it doesn't get in my way. Thank you so much. See you soon. Okay, so let's start in our tabletop. So tabletop position, we want the hands directly underneath the shoulders. We've got the knees stacked underneath the hips. Now spread your fingers out on the mat. Because we're doing quite a lot today down on the hands, it's really important to get the wrists nice and warm. A lot of people I teach find that it takes a bit of time to strengthen the wrists up. So I would certainly recommend doing this before any sort of yoga practice. So spread those fingers out on the mat, making sure they're properly grounded through the hands. We're just going to start to rock the body back and forth. Now, depending on your wrist mobility, you may find it uncomfortable to take those shoulders past that wrist line. So just take it as far as you feel comfortable to go, spreading the fingers out on your mat and pressing the hands down into your mat. And if you struggle with the wrists, if you struggle with the tendons or anything like that in the arms, like I say, it's really important to just keep going with these. Try and do as many as you can, but obviously just take it as far as you feel comfortable. And then from here, I'm going to turn my fingers to face towards the edge of the mat, and then I'm just going to gently rock my body from left to right. So I'm still working into those wrists, got those hands pressed down, spread the fingers out, but I'm taking it down into the glutes as well, gently rocking from left to right. And then from here, we're going to sit back towards the heels. I'm going to turn the fingertips to face towards me, placing the hands down. Now bring the hands closer to your body. Try not to put too much pressure. If the hands don't go flat in this position, maybe try and bend the elbows or walk the hands, a little bit closer into your body. If you want to add a little foot stretch, tuck those toes under. And then from here, we're just going to sink back towards those heels. So we're just stretching out those wrists. Gently pushing forwards from those toes, untuck those toes, and we're going to sit back onto your heels. Take the hands out in front of you. I'm just going to start flicking the fingers. And then twisting the wrists. And the other way. Shake the hands out. And then make your way back into a tabletop position. Now in your tabletop position, again, those hands directly underneath the shoulders, got the knees stacked underneath those hips. We're just going to take this out into a plank. So what I want you to do is take the left leg out behind you, straighten the left leg, place the toes down, then straighten the right leg. So we're into our plank. From here, we're just going to drop that left knee down, coming back into tabletop, take that right leg down. Swapping sides, taking the right leg out behind you this time, straightening the right leg, and then straightening the left, we're back into our plank. And we're going to just repeat this back and forth. So we're taking the left knee down, taking the right knee down, straightening that left leg, straightening the right leg, back into your plank. We're going to hold it this time for a breath. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the nose, draw that tummy in. We're going to place that right knee down, placing that left knee down, and then swapping sides. So taking the right leg out behind you, straightening that left leg back into plank. Nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Suck that tummy in, placing that right knee down, taking that left knee down, taking that left leg back out behind you, straightening that right leg back into plank. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Taking that right knee down, taking that left knee down. One more, taking that right leg out behind you, straightening that left leg back into plank. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Suck that core in, and then place those knees back down onto your mat. Well done, everyone. Okay, from here, what I want you to do is take the knees to the width of the mat, bring your toes together. We're going to reach forwards towards the front of your mat, and then we're just going to sink down onto those forearms. So we're coming into our puppy pose. We're looking forwards if we can. We're not going to stay here. We're going to push down into the hands, lifting back up into your tabletop. So bring those knees a little bit closer together. We're going to tuck your toes under, and we're going to lift up into a downward facing dog. Now I'm lifting up through the tailbone, pushing that tailbone up to the ceiling, and we're going to start pedaling those legs out. Now from here, we're going to take some really small steps, walking those feet in towards the hands. When you can't go any further, place the feet down, soften the knees, and we're going to inhale, coming into a standing position, taking the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale down through heart center. And again, inhale, lift those arms back up, looking up to the hands. As we exhale down through heart center, coming all the way down into a forwards fold. Take those hands down, soften the knees if you need to. We're going to inhale, taking the hands to the knees, looking forwards. Exhale back into a forwards fold. Place those hands down, and then small steps all the way back into a downward facing dog. Oh my God, my hood is driving me mad. Okay, from your downward facing dog, I'm going to walk those feet back in. Keep lifting up through the tailbone, so be careful you don't lose your form. Lifting up through the tailbone, walk those feet in. When you can't go any further, soften the knees. Inhale, coming into a standing position, taking the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale down through heart center. And again, inhale, lift, looking up to the hands. Exhale down through heart center, all the way down into a forwards fold. Soften the knees if you need to. Move that weight forwards into the balls of the feet. Take the hands to the knees or shins. Inhale, looking forwards. Exhale, back into forwards fold. And then small steps all the way back into a downward facing dog. Finding some stillness in your downward facing dog. Going to inhale, lifting up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, sink the heels down, pushing the head towards the knees. Inhale, lifting back up onto tiptoes. Exhale, sinking those heels down. One more time. Inhale, lifting up onto tiptoes. And exhale, sinking those heels down. Now from here, we're going to float that body back into a plank position. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Draw that lower core in as you exhale. And again, inhale through the nose. As we exhale this time, we're going to drop the knees or hover the body down through your chaturanga. If you're not used to chaturanga, I would definitely recommend dropping the knees down for now. Keep those elbows tucked into the side of the body, coming down onto the chest. Untuck those toes. We're going to inhale, lifting into cobra or upward dog. Exhale down. We're going to do one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Tuck those toes under. And we're going to make our way back into a downward facing dog, pedaling those legs off. Inhale through the nose. We're going to make our way back into a plank position. And as we exhale, drop those knees back down onto your mat into tabletop. Now from here, what I want you to do is we're going to start by taking our left leg out behind us, and we're going to reach forwards with our right hand, so opposite arm to leg. Now from here, we're going to flex that right hand, flex that left heel. Push the hand forwards and push that heel to the back, so causing a nice bit of tension through the body. Push up nice and strong through that left arm. Try not to push yourself off balance. We're going to inhale through the nose as we exhale nice and slowly, bringing that right elbow to left knee. Inhale, reach, make it last the length of your breath. Exhale through. The slower you do these, the more effective they are. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Inhale, reach. And again, you just do as many as you feel comfortable to do. Exhale through. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Well done, everyone. Inhale, reaching forward, sticking with that left leg out. Place your right hand down. We're going to take the toes to the back of your mat. Now turning your right foot, the knee that's down, out to the right hand side, and then moving your weight into the right hand, right knee. We're going to lift that left arm up to the ceiling. We're going to roll that left shoulder back. Now your left leg is straight, and we're going to try and shift the weight forwards onto that right hand, lifting that left leg up. And then reaching forwards with your left arm. So a nice straight line all the way down that left hand side of the body. Roll that left shoulder back, and we're looking up to the ceiling. We're going to inhale through the nose, nice and slowly as we exhale. We're going to bring that left knee in front of you, taking that left elbow to meet it. Inhale, reach, nice and slowly. Exhale through. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. And inhale, reach. And then from here, bringing that left hand, left knee back down onto your mat. Maybe gently shaking the hips from left to right. And then swapping sides, we're going to take that right leg out behind you, flexing that right foot, reaching forwards now with your left hand, flexing that left foot. Push the hand forwards, push the heel to the back. We're going to inhale through the nose as we exhale, nice and slowly, right knee coming to left elbow. Inhale, reach. We're looking down to the mat in these. Exhale through. Inhale, reach. Keep nice and strong through that right arm. Exhale through. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Keep going. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. We've got 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Last one. Inhale, reach. And exhale through. Inhale, reach. Placing that left hand down, keeping the right leg straight. We're going to turn that left foot out to the left hand side. Moving your weight now into that left hand, left knee. And then lifting that right arm up to the ceiling. That right leg is straight. We're going to move the weight over into that left hand, trying to lift that right leg. And then reaching forwards with your right hand. We're going to roll the right shoulder back, looking up to the ceiling. We're going to inhale through the nose as we exhale nice and slowly. Bringing that right knee to right elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale through. And inhale, reach. And then placing that right hand, right knee back down onto your mat and gently rocking the hips from left to right. Well done, everybody. Okay, from here we're going to drop down onto your forearms. Now I want the hands to be directly in front of the elbows. Make sure you've got the right distance between the hands. The best way to check this is to just take the hand over. So whenever you're doing any forearm stuff, forearm balances or forearm plank, place the hands down and then just make sure you can touch the opposite arm. If you can take the hands around, that's the right stance that you need. We don't want the arms too wide. we don't want them too close together. So if you're not sure where to place the hands, place the forearms down, and then just make sure you can hold the opposite arm. That will be the right distance for you. So the hands are facing forwards, spreading the fingers out. And we're going to straighten those legs out. So we're into a forearm plank. Now try and get the bum as low as possible. And we'll just keep breathing in and out through the nose. I like this position because it really makes me feel like I can actually connect with my lower core. So take a nice deep breath in, fill that tummy up with air. And then as you exhale, really suck the tummy in. We're going to do one more. Inhale through the nose, fill the tummy out. And exhale, suck that tummy in. Now from here, if it's comfortable to do so, we're just going to lift your bum up. So we're pushing the head towards the knees. And if you can, we're going to walk the feet in. So we're into our dolphin. Now dolphin, we've got the head up off the mat and we're pushing our head towards the knees. Nice and slowly, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. We're going to lift up onto tiptoes. And we're going to exhale, sink the heels down. And we're going to walk the feet back out into a forearm plank. Bring that bum low. Inhale through the nose. And as we exhale, drop the knees down and tuck your toes. Keep the hands where they are. We're going to inhale. And we're going to look forward. We're going to go into our Sphinx. Now in this position, make sure the hands are down and we're pulling forward. So we're opening up through the chest and you should feel the stretch across the chest. Inhale, looking forwards. And exhale, release. One more. Inhale, lifting forwards with that chest. And exhale, release. We're going to go back into a tabletop position. So back onto your hands and knees. Okay, from here, taking that right leg out behind you. Just move forward so I don't kick that chair. And I'm going to take your left arm out to the side. And I'm going to bring my left hand by my left ear and I'm going to keep the elbow bent. I'm going to inhale through the nose. As I exhale, hugging that right knee in towards the chest and then taking that left elbow down to meet it. It's quite tricky to not lose your balance. Inhale through the nose as you straighten the leg. Exhale, hug that left elbow to right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale through. Inhale, lift. Lifting that left elbow back up. Exhale through. Inhale, lift. Keep going. Exhale through. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale through. And then placing that left hand, left knee back down. We're going to tuck those toes under and we're going to lift up into a downward facing dog, pedaling those legs out. We're going to inhale through the nose, lifting that right leg up to the ceiling this time into a three-legged dog. As we exhale, bending that right knee into split dog. We're really hugging that right heel towards that left glute. Inhale, straighten the right leg. As we exhale, place that right foot down in between the hands. And on an inhale, we're going to try and lift up into a high lunge. So we've got that right knee stacked over that right foot and we're up off your left heel. If you struggle with balance in this position, take your left foot out to the left-hand side a little bit. Give yourself a little bit more structure through the body. Inhale, lifting up into a high lunge. We've got those arms lifted. We're going to exhale, bring them down through heart center. Inhale, lift those arms back up. As we exhale, we're going to try and drop your left knee. We're hovering it down to the mat. Inhale, pushing back up. One more. Exhale down. Inhale, pushing back up. As we exhale, bring those hands down. Frame your right foot. Step back into plank. Inhale through the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to drop those knees back down. We're back into a tabletop. So taking that left leg out behind you this time, we're going to take that right elbow out to the side. So again, bringing that right hand to the right ear, elbow out. I'm just going to face forward so you can see what we're doing. So inhale through the nose. As we exhale, bringing that left knee in and we're touching that right elbow to left knee if you can. Inhale, lift. Exhale through. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Exhale through. Inhale, lift. Lift that arm back up. Exhale through. Keep nice and strong through that right knee and that left hand. Exhale through. Inhale, lift. Exhale through. These are a lot harder than they look. Inhale, lift. Exhale through. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift. And exhale through. And then placing that left hand, right hand, left knee down, gently swaying from left to right.
We're going to tuck those toes under, and we're going to lift back up into a downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, lifting that left leg up to the ceiling into our three-legged dog. As we exhale into split dog, so we're bending the left leg. We're taking that left heel towards your right glute. Inhale, straighten the left leg. As we exhale, placing that left foot down in between the hands. Step the right foot out to the right hand side if you want to. We're going to inhale, lifting up into a high lunge. Lifting those arms up. Exhale down through heart center. Inhale, lift. As we exhale, dropping that right knee down, hovering it up off the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. As we exhale, bringing those hands down, frame that left foot, stepping back into plank. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, drop the knees or hover the body down through chaturanga. And we're going to inhale, lifting into your upward dog or cobra. And then exhale, making your way back into a downward facing dog, pedaling those feet out, pedaling those legs out, lifting up through the tailbone. Okay, so we're in our downward facing dog. Now we're going to work on a little bit more core. So again, take this as far as you feel comfortable. Have a little break at any time. Just make sure you keep breathing. We're going to inhale, lifting that right leg up to the ceiling. As we exhale, bending that right knee into split dog. We're going to inhale, straighten that right leg. Now as we exhale, pushing forwards from your left toe, we're going to float the body forwards. We're going to hug your right knee in towards the chest. So we're in a plank position. We've got that bum low, not up here. Bum is as low as you can. We're trying to get those shoulders over the hands. If you can, and you haven't got a stupid hood on, you can try and kiss that right knee. And we're going to inhale, kick it back out behind you, back into a three-legged dog. Exhale, bringing it back forwards. Again, kissing the right knee if you can. Inhale, kicking it back out behind. Exhale, bringing it forwards. Inhale, kicking it back out. And again, exhale through. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. As we exhale, we're going to place it back down into a downward facing dog, lifting up through the tailbone. Inhale, moving back into plank. And we're going to exhale, we're going to hover the body down. Now try and keep the elbows tucked into the side of the body. And then we're going to lift up either into upward dog or cobra. Squeeze the glutes. And then tuck those toes under, back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting that left leg this time. As we exhale, bending the left knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg. As we exhale, moving the body back into plank, hugging the left knee into the chest. Kiss the left leg if you can. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. Exhale through. Inhale, kicking it back out. Exhale through. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. One more. Exhale through. Inhale, kicking that left leg out behind you. As you exhale, placing that left foot down next to the right. We're going to inhale, lifting up onto tiptoes, moving the body forwards into a plank. And then as we exhale, either dropping the knees, dropping the chest, or hovering the body down through chaturanga. Inhale, lifting into upward dog or cobra. And then exhale, making your way back into our downward facing dog. Going to inhale, lifting that right leg again. This time as we exhale, we're going to bend the right knee and we're going to try and get your right knee towards your right elbow. Floating forward. So again, trying to get those shoulders over the wrist. Gently bringing the right knee out to the right elbow. We're going to inhale, kicking it back out behind you. Exhale, nice and slowly, bringing it back forwards. Inhale, kicking it back out. Exhale through. One more. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. As we exhale, bringing it back down. Inhale, back into a three-legged dog. As we exhale, we're going to place that right foot now on the outside of your right hand. Staying up off your left knee, keep the left hand where it is. And we're going to inhale, lifting that right arm up to the ceiling. We're looking up to the right hand. We're going to exhale, bringing the hand down. And we're going to step back into a three-legged dog. Now the option here is to float the body forwards into a plank. Keep that right leg lifted. Keep the bum low. If you're feeling strong enough, you can try and hover the body down and then lifting up into your upward dog or cobra. Exhale, making your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the left leg this time. As we exhale, bending the left knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg. As we exhale, left knee to left elbow. Bringing those shoulders back over the wrist. Inhale, kicking it back out behind. And again, exhale through. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. Exhale through. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. Keep going. Exhale through. Last one. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. Exhale through. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you as we exhale, placing the left foot down on the outside of your left hand. Stay up off the right knee, keep the right hand down. Inhale, lifting that left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing it back down into plank, beg your pardon, onto your mat. We're going to kick back into a three-legged dog with that left leg lifted. Floating the body forwards, back into plank if you want to. Keep those elbows tucked into the body. And then lifting up into upward dog. And then place those knees down. Take the knees to the width of your mat. Have a little break, reach forwards, stretching those shoulders out, down into your balasana or child pose. If the forehead is down, gently rocking from left to right, and maybe even lifting up onto the fingertips. And then from here, placing those hands flat, we're going to lift back up into a tabletop. We're going to tuck those toes under. I'm going to go back into a downward facing dog. We're going to paddle those legs out again. Now from here, I want you to find some stillness through your downward facing dog. Part the legs slightly, keep lifting up through the tailbone. And we're going to try and reach for your left ankle with this right hand. So we're reaching across. If you've got hold of that left ankle, we're going to try and look underneath that left arm. We're going to bring that right hand back down, swapping sides, so taking the left hand over to the right ankle and then gently looking underneath that right arm. Bringing that left hand back down. We're going to inhale, lifting that right leg back up to the ceiling. This time as we exhale, we're going to bring that right knee towards your left elbow. Now keep the bum as low as possible. Bring the shoulders back over the hands. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. As you exhale, placing the right foot down now in between your hands. And we're going to inhale, lifting back up into a high lunge. Now as we exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Now please be careful. We're going to try and step forwards onto this right leg and bring the left knee up in front of you into a balance. I'm just going to move myself back slightly, just as I haven't got enough room. So on an inhale, moving forwards into that right foot, I'm going to try and lift that left knee up in front of us. Bring the hands together at heart center. Push the hands together to try and create some balance. Flex that left foot. I'm going to kick that left leg out in front of you. Now I'm going to hold the left leg. I'm going to release the hands. Take the hands up. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, bring the hands down. And we're going to try and take that left leg out behind you into warrior three. Now in this position, keep that left hip turned down. If you're comfortable here, you can either keep the hands where they are or you can release them to the side of the body. We're looking down to the mat. If your balance is good and you're feeling comfortable, take those arms forwards. Now, on an inhale, bring the hands back together. We're going to lift that left knee back up. As we exhale, we're going to step back into your lunge. So dropping that left leg back. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, bringing it down. Stepping back into downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, lifting that left leg. As we exhale, bending the knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg. As we exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, kicking it back out behind. And again, exhale across. Inhale, kicking it back out. Exhale through. One more. Inhale, kicking it back out. Exhale across. Inhale, kicking it back out behind you. As we exhale, placing that left foot down in between the hands. We're going to inhale, lifting back up into a high lunge. Exhale, bringing the hands down through heart center. We're going to step forwards on that left foot, bring that right knee up in front of you. So as we inhale, pushing the weight forwards into that left foot, lifting that right leg up in front, and then straightening the right leg, flex the foot. We're going to lift those arms up. Keep breathing. Take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, hands down through heart center, bending that left leg if you want. I'm taking that right leg, beg your pardon, out behind us into warrior three. Keep that right hip turned down. Depending on how you feel here, keep the hands where they are. Release them to the side. Or bring those hands forwards. Keep breathing. Inhale through the nose. As we exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. We're going to bring that right knee back up in front of us. And then when you're ready, release the hands up. stepping that right leg back, and we're back into our lunge with that left leg forwards. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, bring those hands down, frame that left foot. We're going to step back into plank. Now, I'm going to stay in plank for a minute. If you are getting tired, if you want to drop down onto your forearms, that's absolutely fine to do so. So from here, I'm going to place my left hand into the middle of the mat, and I'm going to drop my heels to the left hand side, and I'm going to stagger my feet, lifting that right arm up to the ceiling, looking up to the right hand. Now, if you want, you can try and bring that lower leg, bending the left leg in, and then straightening that left leg forwards. Again, you can do this down on the forearms, bringing that left foot back into the center, back into plank. We'll go straight into the other side, right hand into the middle of the mat, drop those heels to the right, lifting that left arm up, hugging that right knee in this time, and then if you've got room, kick that right leg out in front of you. Bringing that right foot back down. We're going to go back into plank. Inhale through the nose as you exhale. We're going to lift back up into downward facing dog and pedaling those feet out again. We're going to inhale, lifting that right leg up to the ceiling. As we exhale, stepping that right foot down in between the hands. Bring the left leg to join it. And on an inhale, all the way up into Hastasana, your mountain pose. Hip hands up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Now from here, we're going to stay in this position. Part the hands. And we're just going to lean over to one side. Bringing it back into the center, leaning over to the opposite side. Bringing it back into the center. Inhale, looking up to the hands. As we exhale, back into a forwards fold. Take the hands to the knees or shins. Inhale, looking forwards. And exhale, placing those hands back down. We're going to step back into a downward facing dog. Paddling those legs out. Now from your downward facing dog, we're going to try and drop down onto the forearms. Now, if you're not comfortable with this, what I would do is take the knees down, come down onto the forearms, and then just practice tucking the toes under and lifting the tailbone up. That's quite a nice little exercise as well. Really works on strengthening the leg muscles for your dolphin pose. If you are comfortable in dolphin, from your downward facing dog, we're going to drop those forearms down. Now again, remember what we did at the beginning with the same distance between the arms, so have a little double check. And we're going to walk the feet in a little bit closer. So same as a downward facing dog, we're lifting up through the tailbone. My hood is attacking me. So we're lifting up through the tailbone and we're up off your head. Now from here, we're going to try and lift that right leg back up to the ceiling, and we're going to bend that right leg into split dog. Now, inhale, straighten the right leg. This is optional. As we exhale, we're going to move the head forwards and we're going to hug that right knee in towards that right arm. Inhale, kick it back out. Move the head back towards that left leg. Exhale, forwards. Keep the head up off the mat. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale through. This is brilliant for the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, place that right foot down. We're going to inhale, lifting that left leg this time. Exhale, bending the knee. Inhale, straighten. As we exhale, bringing that left knee in towards the left arm, moving the head forwards. Inhale, lift. Exhale through. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale through. And inhale, lift. Bringing that left foot down. We're going to take the knees to the width of the mat. Reach forwards, dropping the head down into child pose. And from our child pose, we're just going to make our way back up into a tabletop. Now from here, we're going to drop those forearms down again. We're going to go back into a forearm plank. Now the option here is to either try and hold this forearm plank, just keep inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. If you want to make it slightly more challenging, we're going to push back up into normal plank. So starting with the right hand, place that right hand down, lifting up into plank. And we're going to go back down now with the left. So coming down onto the left, placing that right forearm down, swapping sides. So moving the weight over to the left, placing the left hand down, placing that right hand down. I'm going to keep going back and forth. So what I want you to try and do is try to keep those hips as stationary as possible. Now they are going to be lifting up and down, but I want you to try and stop them from moving left to right, which is easier said than done. Again, if this is too much, just stay down in your forearm plank or drop those hips down and maybe inhale up into a cobra. 2 more. Try and keep those hips stable. Well done, everyone. And then from here, pushing back into a downward facing dog. Relax the head down, lifting up through the tailbone. Well done, everyone. Nice. And then from here, inhaling, lifting that right leg up. As we exhale, stepping that right foot down in between the hands. Bring the left leg to join it. Take the hands to the knees or shins. We're going to inhale, looking forwards. Exhale, back into a forwards fold. Shaking the head out. Taking the hands down if you need to. Gently swaying from left to right. On an inhale, soften those knees, coming all the way up into a standing position. Take those arms up overhead. And then as we exhale, nice and slowly, coming down into chair pose. Tuck that tailbone under, careful you're not sticking the bum out. Bring the hands down to heart center, and we're just going to come all the way down. Take the hands down, and then just take the knees apart, rocking back onto your bottom. Okay, from here, just going to turn the other way. You don't need to, you can stay where you are. Okay, so we're lifting up nice and tall. We've got those feet flat. We've got the feet the same distance between the knees as we have between the hips. Okay, we're going to inhale, lifting those arms up, looking up to the hands. As we exhale, placing the hands down behind you. Bring those feet a little bit closer in. We're going to inhale. We're going to lift the hips up, looking up to the ceiling. As we exhale, drop the bum down. And we're going to try and stay up off your bum. So we're going to straighten the legs, lifting up onto the heels, lift those toes. Inhale, pushing those feet down, lifting back up through the hips into your reverse tabletop. Exhale, down. Keep the hands flat, keep the fingers spread, lifting up onto tiptoes, into the heels, sorry. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Stay up off your bum if you can. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Again, just take this as far as you feel comfortable. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, place your bottom down. We're going to lift those feet up. I'm going to go into our boat pose. Now, depending on how comfortable you are in your boat pose, you can take the feet down if you want to, or take the hands down behind you. If you want to make it more challenging, you can straighten the legs. We're going to inhale through the nose as we exhale, nice and slowly. We're going to go down towards the mat. Now, you can either keep the arms where they are, or if you want to make it really challenging, take the arms up overhead. We're not going to rest. We're going to lift back up into boat pose as controlled as you can. And then again, make your way back down to the mat. A nice little click in my hip then. And then lift. We're going to do 2 more. Gently coming down to the mat. Take the arms up overhead if you can. Keep the feet together, point those toes. Lifting back up. Last one. Take your time. And lifting back up. Well done, everybody. Place those feet down. Take the hands around the knees. Sit up nice and tall. Just give the knees a little squeeze into the body. And then taking those legs long, flex the feet. Inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, nice and slowly rolling down through the body, coming down onto your mat. Maybe gently wriggling the hips from left to right. Now from here, we're going to bend your left leg in. We're going to take your right hand to the side of your right ear, elbow out. We're going to inhale through the nose. As we exhale, we're going to twist and take that right elbow to left knee. Inhale, take that left leg down. Take the head back down. And staying with the left leg, exhale, right elbow to left knee. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. If you want to make it more challenging, maybe try and floating that left leg up off the mat. Exhale, lift. Now you can either stick with this, elbow to knee. If you want to make it slightly more challenging, we're going to keep that left leg straight and we're going to reach for your left foot with the right hand. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Reach for the outside of that left foot. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Well done, everyone. Inhale, down. I'm going to hug both knees into the chest, take the knees apart, take the hands on top of the knees, and we're gently rocking from left to right. And then taking that left leg back down onto the mat, keep that right knee hugged in, taking that left elbow now to the side of the head. We're going to inhale through the nose as we exhale, bringing that left elbow up to touch that right knee. Inhale, taking that right leg back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Again, you can hover that right leg up off the mat if you want to. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. If you want to make it more challenging, we're going to straighten that right leg, taking that left hand to the outside of the right foot. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Keep going. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. And exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Well done, everyone. Hugging the knees back into the chest. Take the knees apart. Gently rocking from left to right. Just pushing the lower back down into your mat. Okay, from here, keeping the knees bent, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. So you're into like a little diamond shape with those legs. And we're going to take the hands to the side of the head again. Now from here, we're going to inhale through the nose while we're flat down on the mat. As we exhale, we're going to lift the head. We're going to gently bring the knees in and we're going to try and touch the elbows to knees. Exhale. Inhale. You can take those feet back down to the mat. Keep the diamond shape, keep the feet together. Just be careful that the lower back doesn't lift up off the mat. If that starts happening, don't take the feet all the way back down to the mat. Okay, so inhale as we're down. Exhale, gently bring the legs up. And we're going to touch the elbows to the knees. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Keep the feet together. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Keep going. These are a killer. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Oh, and then bring the knees together. Take those arms wide and gently rocking those knees from left to right. Well done, everybody. And then just taking those legs up to the ceiling. We're going to flex the feet, pushing the heels up to the ceilings. And we're going to take the hands down the side of the body. Palms are facing down. Inhale through the nose. We're gently going to take those legs down. Now again, watch the lower back. We want to keep that lower back pressed down into the mat. So if you find you get to here and the lower back starts lifting, stay here. Bring it back up as an exhale. So we inhale, take the legs down as far as you feel comfortable to go. Watch that lower back. Exhale, bring them up. Push the heels up to the ceiling. Inhale, down. Watch that lower back. Exhale, lift. Now, if you want to add something to this, we're going to inhale coming down. As you exhale, bring the legs up. Push the heels up to the ceiling. Try and lift that lower back up off the mat. So push. It's a very slow, small movement, and we're working on the lower core. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Push those heels up and then lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Push those heels up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Keep going. Aren't these fun? Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. And exhale, lift. Hug those knees back into the chest. Take the knees apart. Hands on top of the knees. Gently rocking from left to right. Now from here, bring the knees closer together. We're going to sit up and we're going to take this now into a side plank. Don't panic, we are nearly done, I promise. Now, for now, we'll keep down on that forearm. So I want that hand facing towards me, that left hand, and that left elbow directly in a straight line. Now I stagger the feet out in these positions just to help move the weight forwards. I tend to find when I first started doing these, I kept dropping backwards. So bring your right foot forwards, left foot back, stagger the feet out. Place the right hand down and we're going to lift up. We're going to take that right arm up. Now the option is to just stay here looking up to the right hand. If you want to add some movement, we're going to inhale as we lift the right hand. We're going to exhale, we're going to bring that right hand down and we're going to try and take it underneath that left arm, touching the back of your mat or the side of the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Take that right arm through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, through. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, through. If you want to make this more challenging, if you're finding that easy, try and lift up into a side plank on that arm. Inhale, lifting the right arm. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. I think I said 2 more about 4 more ago, but let's keep going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. And gently making your way back down onto the mat. I'm going to swivel over onto the other side. I'm going to start down on the forearms first of all. So down on that right forearm. Bring that left foot forwards, right foot back. When you're ready, lifting back up into a side plank. Inhale, looking up to the left hand. As we exhale, taking that left hand underneath the right arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. If you want to lift back up onto that right hand, into your side plank, please feel free to. Inhale, lift. Exhale through, inhale, lift, exhale through, inhale, lift, exhale through. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lift, exhale through, inhale, lift, exhale through, and then bring your bum back down onto the mat. Well done, everybody. Okay, bring those feet together. Just start making your way down onto the mat. We're going to take the arms up overhead. Palms are facing upwards. Just relaxing the arms, relaxing the shoulders down. And then from here, bringing the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to turn outwards, or drop outwards, sorry. We're going to bring the hands up towards the ceiling. We're going to interlock the hands and then push the palms upwards. So we're stretching out up to the ceiling. And then taking the arms back overhead. I'm going to bring the palms together. And we're going to straighten the arms up overhead. And we're going to straighten the legs down. We're going to point the toes. I'm going to bring the hands together. And go into a nice full body stretch. Nice deep breath in through the nose. I'm going to exhale through the mouth. So in through the nose. Out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose, creating as much tension in the body as you can. Exhale through the mouth. 1 more, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Gently shaking the legs from left to right. Release the hands. And when you're ready, just coming up into a seated position. And across the legs. Interlocking those hands, inhale, pushing the hands forwards. We're going to lift the hands back up. And then taking the hands behind you, elbows wide. Now I push my head into the hands and then hold on to the hands and push the elbows out. I'm going to inhale, take those arms up, looking up to the hands. As we exhale, I'm going to take my right hand to my left knee, taking the left hand behind me. Nice twist through the body. Now use that right hand on the left knee to get a little bit more twist. Inhale, lifting back up, and we're going to exhale, swapping sides, taking the left hand to the right knee, looking over that right shoulder. Inhale, lifting back up. As we exhale, we're going to fall forward, so take those hands down, elbows wide, dropping the head down towards the mat. Inhale, lifting back up. From here, keep that left leg bent. We're going to straighten the right leg out to the side.
place your left hand down. We're just going to lift up onto that left knee. We're going to stretch all that right hand side of the body. Now push the right hip forward, roll that right shoulder back, and we're looking up to the ceiling. Gently coming back down, we're going to swap sides, so bending that right leg, taking the left leg out to the side, lifting up onto the right knee, and then lift. Nice stretch down the side of the body, looking underneath that left arm, up to the ceiling. And then back down onto your mat. Well done, everybody. Crossing the legs, maybe just rolling those shoulders back. We're going to take the hands together behind you. Pull the hands down, looking forwards. Now, depending on how the neck is feeling, if this is comfortable where you're pushing the hands down, we're just going to drop the head to the right hand side. Bringing the head back into the center, dropping it down to the left. Keep those hands behind you, pushing the arms away. Inhale, bringing it forward. Releasing the hands, roll those shoulders back. Taking the hands to the knees, maybe gently just rocking from left to right. And then taking the hands into mudras. We've got the forefinger and thumb together with the palms lifted or the palms facing down. You can close down the eyes if you want to. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. We're going to exhale through the mouth. As you inhale, fill the tummy up. As you exhale, suck the tummy in. So we're exhaling, drawing the navel to the spine. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Draw navel to spine. Inhale through the nose. This time we're going to exhale through the mouth. In through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And again, in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one. Inhale through the nose. We're going to bring the hands together at heart center. As you exhale through the mouth, gently bowing forwards to one another. Namaste, everybody. Namaste.